Hidden within the Peak District National Park of Derbyshire is the plague village of Eyam. In the year 1665, the Black Death descended upon the village. In a desperate attempt to prevent it from spreading further, the village decided to completely cut themselves off from society and isolate. But how did the bubonic plague make its way to this quiet Derbyshire village and ultimately kill 260 people? It was of course rife in cities like London, responsible for deaths left, right and centre. And ultimately, it was a small package of linen delivered all the way from the great city of London to this small village of Eyam that contained the deadly plague. A tailor's assistant named George Vickers was the recipient of this parcel, whom noticed it was damp upon arrival and proceeded to open it up against the fireplace. As the flames heated the fabric, he noticed several fleas jump away. They soon began their parasitic blood-sucking on all members of the household, ultimately killing every single one. A stained-glass window within the church now documents this macabre history. And as you walk the streets, you'll see numerous signs documenting the deaths within each of the dwellings. Now, between September and December 1665, a total of 42 people had perished as a result of the Black Death in the worst way possible. It was truly a terrible and painful way to go. As a villager became sick, their family would be forced to watch, knowing that their time was soon approaching. Therefore, a tough decision fell upon the newly appointed church rector, William Mompesson. He could not allow in good faith this deadly disease to spread to the nearby towns of Sheffield and Bakewell, so ordered the villagers to seal themselves off. And this is exactly what they did. It must have been a truly terrifying decision to make. Either you would die from the plague or from starvation. However, in order to prevent the latter, a number of plans were put into place. Mompesson penned a letter to the Earl of Devonshire, who lived in nearby Chatsworth. An agreement was drawn up. He would drop off food and supplies at a nearby marker, and the villagers would leave whatever change they had dipped in vinegar. But as the months got warmer in 1666, the fleas bred and the deaths increased. Horrifically, Eyam resident Elizabeth Hancock buried her husband and 6 of her children during this period. To this day, some people claim to witness the depressive time slip of seeing Elizabeth up on the hill with her spade, burying her children. Another infamous tale is that of a tragic love story between village girl Emmett and nearby resident Roland. When the village went into quarantine, the two lovers would still secretly meet on the hill, albeit from a distance. But one day all fell silent when Emmett failed to show. Despite knowing her family had perished to the Black Death, her lover Roland continued to visit their meeting place every day in hope that his love would show. But alas, she never did, as she too had caught the disease and died. The sad, wandering ghost of Emmett is still seen walking the hillside, going to meet her betrothed from a time long gone by. Whatever you believe, the bravery of these villagers should never be forgotten, and their stories to forever live on.